Hi, I'm Lindsey Hall and I worship at St Anne's, Chasetown. There's a chapter in Luke's Gospel where Jesus tells three different stories, one after the other. One of them especially is really well known. It's the story of the lost son, or the prodigal son, the younger son who asks his father for his inheritance and goes away and squanders it, and then comes back and throws himself on the mercy of the father. The other two stories are both about lost things, the lost coin and the lost sheep. The story of the lost sheep is a story of a shepherd who has 100 sheep and he loses one of them, and he leaves the 99 to go in search of the one. The thing about those three stories is that actually none of them really make sense. They're all a bit ludicrous. They all defy logic. They're all not the sorts of things that sensible people do. So the woman who loses her coin finds it and in celebration of finding it holds a party, which probably costs her more than the coin that she lost. The father who welcomes his son home treats him as a son, and he has no guarantee that his son isn't going to do the same thing again. And the shepherd who goes in search of the one sheep might not be a shepherd who's looking after the one cute, fluffy little lamb who he's worried about. That might not be the sheep who's gone lost. It might be the sheep who's never with the rest of the flock, the one who's always causing trouble, the one who's always playing up, the one who life would be much easier without. But that sheep is still one that matters to the shepherd. In each of those stories, we are being told something about what God is like, about the extravagant lengths that God goes to for each of us, because God loves us. You've probably been following some of the stories of what's happening in the United States this week, or in the days since the killing of George Floyd. There are so many heartbreaking stories about racism, exclusion, violence and aggression. And there's a whole complicated thing in America about where religion, about where the Christian faith fits into that story of the people of the United States. And you may have seen the President Donald Trump outside a church with a Bible, outside a church where apparently peaceful protesters were cleared violently out of the way for his photo opportunity. And you will no doubt have seen the slogan Black Lives Matter. The story of the lost sheep, I think, tells us how true that is. You might have said to yourself, well, all lives matter, and all lives do matter. But the black lives are the ones which are under threat. The 99 sheep mattered to the shepherd, but they weren't lost. The one was. And so I have been thinking about the generosity of God, the capacity for love, which says that when particular people need it, love is there for them. It doesn't mean it's not there for everyone else, but it means that sometimes we have to focus our compassion, our care, and stand in solidarity with those who are lost, those who are under threat, those who are being treated wrongly. We have to be the shepherd who is willing to say, the 99 are safe. Let's go and find the one and look after it. Loving God, thank you that you care for every single one of your sheep. Thank you that all lives matter. And thank you that Black Lives Matter to you, and help us to speak out for those who need our voice, to seek those who need us to find them, and to care for those who are particularly struggling. Amen.